Welcome to the second section of the course, and here we're going to really start looking at changing your thinking for the positive a bit, and just looking at new ways of thinking as well, if that term positive thinking is a bit scary for you. So we're going to talk first about paradigms. And paradigms are your habitual ways of thinking, generally introduced to you by other people. So for example, take an everyday thing like cooking. Some people use one end of the celery stick, other people might use the other. And if you ask them why, it's generally, oh, my mum did it, so I just use that. You ask their mother says, well, my grandma did it. So it's kind of these traditions and habits handed down from other people that you take on yourself. And in the same way, that happens with your thinking. Now, you'll know firsthand, if you have a parent that worries a lot, you might have picked that up from them. And sometimes, as much as you know you have, it's a hard thing to change. So the way that paradigms work is you have your senses. You've got touch, taste, feel, hear, and see. And what goes in your mind through those senses affects your thinking, obviously. So when we're babies, we're fresh, right? We've got basically an open mind. And things that come into it get stored in there, especially through repetition. So if you are in a household when you're young and you just hear constantly that you're worthless or you're negative, or you see things that are happening that aren't good, that all goes in, and of course that's going to affect how you feel and in turn what actions you take. So with your paradigms, you can start to shift things by shifting the state of your subconscious mind, and to think of it in a way that you can relate to with performing. If you constantly tell yourself or have experiences that would lead you to affirm to yourself that things aren't great or that you should lack confidence, that's what's going to happen. But you can start to change the things that you see, change the things that you hear, change the things that you feel. You know, you're still going to get negatives coming in, but for the most part, you can start to take in a lot more positives. Now, there's a great video on paradigms by a man called Bob Proctor, who I was fortunate enough to do some coaching with. And you can see that at the link below. So watch that video first. And then remember that what you dwell on is what you'll get more of. So if you are dwelling on a lack, you'll get more lack. And it works the same in the music industry and with your playing. If you're dwelling on what sucks or what you can't do, that's what you're going to attract more of. It's what you're going to see more of and in turn feel more of. So watch the video on paradigms and then start to write down some things that you can do in terms of your 5 senses to start making your subconscious a little healthier. So it can be little things. It can start to get food that you like, start to listen to some better music that you're into to inspire you more. You know, put yourself in different environments where you'll start to play more instead of locking yourself at home. Okay, so watch the video on paradigms and then I'll see you in the next exercise.